Padua kicking off from the southern end, the northern end, up against Shalom College. Simon Gillies joins me in commentary here for the second last game here on field number 2 here. And Simon, up for a crackerjack game in rugby league, host in 2019. Great to see Shalom back out here, and good to see you, my friend, as well.
Thanks, JD.
In for a beauty.
In for a cracker, mate. Great to be here, Mackay. It's been awesome. Weather's unfortunately a bit overcast, but no rain as yet. And looking forward to this game. It'll be a bit of a grudge match. The boys played each other in the pool games earlier. And Shalom snuck home, I think, in the pool game 14-8. So Padua will be looking for a bit of revenge, mate.
Had Peter Elmore here suggesting you will be unbiased. And we'll see what happens. Jack Smith, maybe the result might be a long way off, but we'll see how we go.
I'm always an honest campaigner, mate.
You are,
know
mate.
that.
I do know that. No, if you're a long time, Ryan Smith now with a carry, gets to the 20-metre line, tackle around the ankles there by Studley. Back in field goes Picaro, the lock forward. Dummy half, Curtis. They go to the right. They've got numbers. Swinging play. The winger, Powder goes over and scores in the corner in the first minute.
Mate, that seemed just a bit too easy. The Padua didn't number up very well out wide then, and it just seemed a bit... looked like Xander Evans went behind the front runner, straight to Powder, showed a good turn of speed, and made it easy, untouched into the corner, JD.
I think you probably might find the...
One of the defenders slipped over, did he?
Xander Evans was sweeping with the play here, and that they weren't sure whether he's going to come back in, so the outside men from Padua were in two minds, and they've been made paid with a good catch and pass move to the right-hand side, using every inch of BB Prince Stadium.
It's a solid start for the Shalom boys there. Got the early penalty, and on the back of that, made Padua pay in the corner. So
seems to be the theme of, well, probably rugby league in general. You get a penalty or something, and they make pay with it, either with field position or points on the scoreboard. But this conversion, while it's a long way out, favours the goal kicker. It'll come right over the top of his head, going straight through the post. If anything, maybe.
Which way is the breeze today?
Southeasterly.
Southeasterly. He's quite strong all week, to be honest.
So shouldn't have any
He
problem with
struck
the distance.
that well. Across the face.
Yeah, so he has the distance, but it's going to be a case of bending it back in. So we check out the replay again. Just check out the number 7. He goes sweeping around here, has the ball out in front. Those extra couple of paces, if he goes back inside, he's probably going to score as well.
Yep.
And that's probably put the defence for Padua in two minds. And that's a lack of communication. That's just a little bit of fatigue and a little bit of nervousness as well. So I'm sure they'll readjust that one when it happens. So Shalom will run it back into the forward pack of Padua College. I'm going to guarantee
hit up with Shepherd, Jude Shepherd there.
Should be some heavy contact here, because Padua, it's a long way to go. 25-minute halves, 15 minutes of rugby league still in front of the men from Kedron. And the boys from Bundaberg, so it doesn't get any further apart. Almost runs over it. He's almost created an opportunity because of the players running over the advantage line in front of him. Cut out ball. Here we go now with Yates. I think Yates might have scored a try here on day 2.
He's been very strong all week, JD. He's a go-to, I think, for Shalom and the outside backs there. That kick's taken the win. That's a huge kick.
Okay, so there's something that a lot of players have done. They've done it very well, Simon. They put that first kick in, whether it's with a goal kick or a kick in general play, realise what the wind's done, and they readjust.
Yep.
And every time they've actually readjusted splendidly to almost to be pinpoint. So that's smart play from the kickers of all colleges that have been here.
Padua's first chance with the ball, a 7-tackle set. So we'll see if they can get in an attacking position at the end of this set, mate.
And as I've been asked a few times, is there a breeze advantage points-wise? No, I don't think so. If anything, I've found that they've had a positive effect on the side running into the breeze. They hang on to it on the last tackle rather than kick.
Yep.
They kick it in the air. It holds time. The chasers are able to come through. So Padua.
Early kick.
And that's been a feature as well. Generally, the players come up, and that's a great kick. It's going to be 12 metres out from the try line. Scott Maguire is running the water for Padua. He's the...
I think he's an ex-Merit team player back in the day, from memory.
He's head of sport at Padua. 87 was a member of the confraternity Merit team when Confray was first in Mackay.
Wow.
In 1996. A bit of history from Michael Crutcher, the Bruce McAvaney, I'd like to call him,
Of the live
fraternity.
stream. Nice.
He knows everything. 1987.
87.
No,
yeah.
he looks younger than that. So here they come now, Shalom with the footy. Oh, good contact.
It was good tackle.
Picaro will get up and have a look at the bus that hit him. They got numbers out here to the left.
Big Cohen Searle out wide.
There's no shortage of big front rows in Confraternity 22. Simon Gillies. Every side seems to have a couple of big boys.
There's some big boys around. Oh, charge down. 6 more.
There will be 6 more to go. Actually, he looked like he was trying to get back into the 40-20.
He was. He took a step backwards, didn't he? He tried to use the win. Junior Tatoma.
I don't know whether Junior Tutoma's got a sister who plays rugby league in Brisbane. There's a Tutoma who plays for, I think it's the Runaway Bay Eagles. Maybe I'm wrong.
Couldn't tell you, mate. Wouldn't have a clue.
What's that? I should have asked.
Noah Law, Evans. Good move. Oh, good tackle.
Need to make those one-on-one tackles.
That was a great tackle.
Joshua Neville. Yates.
Another good shot.
It's a super
Padua
shot.
boys are up for it in defence. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, they're not liking that scoreboard of 4-0. It was a soft try in the end. They don't want to concede another one. Coming out
last tackle.
Celine, keeping it alive. Goose-stepping run. Here goes Nucko, and Nucko's going to be pulled down. Kept it alive. Still the last. Driving for the corner. Padua, hang on.
Wow, that was nearly hot potato stuff from Shalom. I think it went to Smith on the last, and I don't think they realised it was the last tackle, the big front rower, so he had to try and make do. What a great shot that was on Yates. Had to make do with what he could, and they kept the ball alive and nearly come up with the cherries.
Could be a turning point there for Padua, that their cover defence spring them into action, and there's a good carry. Draws 4 defenders. Look, and they're just mauling on him like lions in the Serengeti on poor old Lewis Brown. He was strong here on day 2, was Lewis Brown.
Good run.
The back rowers, Aidan Rooney and...
He's held on too long. Yep, penalty. Relieving penalty. This will be Padua's first chance in the attacking zone, I'd think.
Referee for this game is Connor Baker. Fine touch kicking into the breach. He's got someone that nearly killed that poor lady on the hill.
What a great complex. Isn't it a good setup up here? It's beautiful. You should expect it's a good crowd in, but I think there'll be a massive crowd in the game after this one.
Well, I'm just saying because it's 3/4 full and we haven't stopped the games from the outside fields. Here goes Will Adams.
Yeah.
Adams driving forward, drawing 3 defenders. They need a quick play the ball here. One thing that Shalom seems to be doing, they seem to be winning the wrestle. Simon Gillies early in this game. Here was Mickey Nay. They're just hanging on long enough. They did get penalised once. Let's see how far they test the referee's patience in further endeavours around the ruck area. Rooney gets some heat there coming from Cohen Searle. He also stands in the tackle.
I've got the numbers here.
Neville gives it to the fullback and Lindlaker. Oh. Lindlaker scored a try on day 1 as well. Now it's the last tackle here, says the referee. They're going to... catch and pass ball. And try from the gap there on Noah Law.
What a great ball.
I beg your pardon, well, that's your guy. It's actually Lewis Brown, the man I was talking about.
That was a fantastic. Lewis Brown had a dummy half.
No, he's a try scorer.
He's a try scorer. Who was a... There's a 16 out of dummy half. Oliver O'Regan. That was a fantastic face ball, and Brown hit a wonderful hole. Put Padua on the board in reply.
Well, Padua with ball in hand. Look out. So here's the replay, and that's a jinking run there. Now, Jaden Celine, and I've seen a few of them, Simon Gillies, over the 4 days. Every side has a guy who weighs like about 8 kilos. Celine is one of those. Zed's another one.
Yep.
And Hill, maybe a little bit heavier. They just have this ability to find their way through forwards, and they're grasping. And here's a conversion.
Great
it's a good one. And an important one. 6-4. Padua find the lead. It's they need those guys at the back end of the game, especially on day 4.
Yeah. Look, and I had this comment with a couple of people outside before I came in, JD. It's this end of the week, it's about, teams with the least amount of injuries who, that can basically get to the field, with fit guys to muscle up and as you say, in the back end. And some of those light guys, quick on their feet, finding gaps with the big fellas through the middle after a long week of footy, it can take its toll most definitely.
So this is the thing about confraternity. You've actually got to think about Friday on Monday with player
correct rotations,
yes.
everything. Yeah, my word.
What you do on Monday can count on
definitely,
Friday.
Definitely.
And the other thing is, and then you've got to try and decide, when do I change players? If the game's tight, we've got to leave our best players out there to win. So, it's a double-edged sword. And when do I bring players on from the bench here? That's, I don't know.
There is a lot more strategy involved
Totally.
with the 6 games in the 5 days. Although there is a rest day in the middle that teams utilise very well. But recovery is essential, mate.
Totally.
PADvSHAL good set after the points.
They're looking pretty slick, Celine.
Oh, good tackle.
To make it there, lurking outside him was Brock Powell. To the left
Last
they go.
to the last.
Puts it on the toe as Linklater. He's also good. The chase is coming from Linklater. Still going. And a good chase to Lean, and Linklater pulled down the Shalom player, driving back onto the
I think that was Ethan Brennan then.
10-metre line.
That was an excellent set after points, JD. They put him in the corner, and then Shalom are going to have to work hard to get out of their half.
That's it. Simon Gillies, part of
Narco.
the Shalom College sporting fraternity, both in cricket as well and rugby league.
That's Schmidt. Good hit up.
30.
PADvSHAL have muscled up in defence, so Shalom haven't gone too far. Early kick.
Well, Shalom have actually, Shalom have just wanted to get completed the set. They won't do anything fancy with the footy, running out of their own end, which is, like I said, a long way to go. Here's Isaac Bowl.
Pretty good on his feet too.
Like I said, a little chihuahua for the postman when he comes through the gate. They just fly around. You can't catch him. You can't get away from him either. That's what these little players bring to the game. It's a game for all sizes. 5 short of halfway. Aidan Rooney post-contact measures. Well, they're actually pushing him towards the try line. He'll get up and play. He's facing sideways. Has a look at the tackler. Takes it to the line, out the back. PADvSHAL, they're starting to get into the work here. They're looking dangerous with Joshua Neville. And it's only the defence here from Shalom College.
Yates and Sly then, defence.
And big defence. Not overcommitting too much. Just the right number of tacklers. They're getting up in time as well. They were penalised earlier for slow play the ball. Last one now here for PADvSHAL.
Attacking kick, I'd say, Jay. Bomb
The wingers, well, they're going to go to Celine. He's going to put the kick. He's on his own now. There's Power to the try scorer, and he'll take it. Surprised they didn't kick to the corners because both wingers were up, surprisingly enough, on the last tackle there for Shalom.
No, it's another good setback for PADvSHAL. They've worked him into the corner. Shalom have to battle hard to get out of there. So it's nearly in that stalemate phase, isn't it? The back end of the first half. About 12 minutes to go.
It's only a 2-point ball game, so nobody needs to panic yet. So.
No, not at all.
So Shalom, I will guarantee, will do probably 1 or 2 second phase plays. Nothing further than that. And there's a penalty. See, if you just... hang on.
Coach Killer. Coach Killer gets him out of trouble, doesn't it?
No, we've been talking about Coach Killers, Simon Gillies, but I'm trying to get a rating on which is the worst. And I think I've found the worst Coach Killer one. That would be talking back to the referee when you've had the ball in hand yourself.
Yes.
Has that got to be number 1?
Yeah, definitely.
You like that one?
Yeah, I would, definitely.
Not finding touch is another one?
Not finding touch.
It's up there. Yeah.
But even,
here's an offload. Here we go. Here's Mockton. I think Mockton might have come close to scoring a try too. On day
It was a great little inside ball.
Dart from dummy half. Yates goes over and scores. And Connor Yates, half a gap, runs between the shoulders and goes over and scores a try. Oh, Shalom take the lead back.
Very powerful outside back, Connor Yates. He's had a good week all week. You can see he just had eyes for the try line here. He had nothing. It's just brute strength. Ran to the gap between the two loose forwards, and nothing was going to stop him that close to the line. Powered over. But what it comes back to is pretty simple, JD. That penalty for offside. The refs called him offside. Penalised him. Shalom marched up 30 metres up the field, and little inside ball at half a break there. Got Moncton away, and Connor Yates did the rest. So Shalom in front, 8-6.
I think we're going to see a seesawing affair here.
Well, their pool game was very close.
No.
Earlier on the week, I think there was the last of the pool games when these two teams met, and from memory, Padua were up 8-0 at half time, and Shalom came over the top of them. I think it won 14-8. So it was a really good pool game.
Padua did Shalom did a Padua on
Padua. That's correct. Yeah,
seemed to come from behind.
Yeah, which I expected this game to be very tough and very close encounter.
Still conversion
Moncton successful.
As long as my marbles stay in the right parts of the brain, I'll never forget that Padua St Brendan's game.
That was at Bundaberg, I think, wasn't it?
Was it Bundaberg?
Yeah,
It was the semi-final.
That was crazy.
18-0 they were down. Padua
Yeah.
came home. They locked it up 18-0, and Padua scored more tries, and they
That's
progressed.
Right. Yeah, that was a crazy game. I remember. Yeah, I think I might have been calling that with you.
Could have been too.
It
Yeah,
was just a crazy game. That was.
crazy game, crazy week. A lot
Yes.
of lip balm.
Yeah, it was very windy, wasn't it?
Very windy.
So a crucial set. Again, off the kickoff, when points are scored, again, one of those coach killers is getting to a completed set after you scored points to get the ball down the other end. So this will be crucial for Shalom. I know Coach Neil Feather will be expecting, the boys to execute a pretty simple game plan on these sets to get out of their own half.
They
He's lost that.
there's a penalty.
No, strip. Yeah, good call.
But I think it's the message you got out, even though they were behind on the scoreboard 6 points to 4. On the two, maybe in the three sets that they came out, it was no nonsense, just running it out. One out sort of stuff here, getting quick play the balls, winning the wrestle and getting the good field position. Padua didn't have an answer to that, and then obviously on the back of that was a penalty, and they found more territory to work with, did Shalom College. And again, there's an offload that's going to make them pay.
Narco's busted him up the middle.
Nako.
Oh, he didn't look. His winger was there too.
Well, he lost his footing there to Nako. He's going to... Probably didn't have any support play anyway. Ball back inside here for the prop forward in Jack Smith. And back Smith will get close to the try line. Just short. They got a back line out to the left. Here they come now. It's with Evans. And Evans.
Good pressure. Padua.
Fantastic. Lost the footy as well.
Up very fast off the line then, the defence from Padua.
We talk about the outside defence coming in and turning players back inside. It's been a feature of the Carnival. Here's a penalty. So... back-to-back relief here for Padua.
It's a worrying sign. Narco's he's busted him up the middle, but a great tackle from the fullback.
He just lost his something. Did he do a hammy or he twisted his ankle?
I'm sure he didn't try and step him, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a really good surface out there. I walked across there this morning, and as I did when I used to play, just walked around the football field and do a lot of running. So now Padua. You can't see it on screen. It's a straight red and white line of Shalom on the 40. So they use Johnson. Be surprised if Coach Gary O'Brien and Chris Humphreys don't use those smaller backs to give a bit of relief to the forwards and get some easy metres. Here's another one going for a run. Is Kale.
The Padua forwards are doing it. They're doing the hard yards really well. Getting in good field position.
But it's not only just the dart from dummy half at the back springs, they quick play the balls at the back end of that carry as well, so which gives momentum. So that's a chase. It wasn't too bad, but the kick probably wasn't in the right spot. It's easy there for Blake Powter, the try scorer, in the second minute to run that ball back. And now it's with that man Yates, who's also got a 4-pointer. Again, look, quick play the ball here. Padua are in trouble. Half. Padua are in trouble there at 6s and 7s. Only 3 players coming back on side now.
Straight up through the middle at the moment, aren't they?
That's all they have to do is they go over the top of Celine. Good stuff there from the 21. He took on the big man. They go to the right-hand side. Going back into the field of play there is a prop forward and Jack Schmidt. And Schmidt will stand the tackle. And it's a good one underneath there from Brock Powell. 35 metres out from the try line come Shalom College. They lead on the scoreboard 10 points to 6.
The last tackle? Oh, that's forward.
Oh, Yates. If he had that, Caleb Johnson from Padua was in all sorts of trouble because Yates was on the fly. He's got some wheels.
He was running at the hole, wasn't it? But this has just floated straight out of the hand. Yeah, he was well back. He didn't want to know about that.
It's going to be
a bit of a let-off there for Padua.
Lewis Brown.
Oh, strong defence.
He's still standing up, Lewis
He is
Brown.
still standing up.
Unbelievable.
He's strong. He's very strong.
Bowl.
Oh, geez, I think Picaro was offside there at marker. I don't think he ever got back onside then.
Gets Gets the players back a good healthy 10. Nothing doing through there. The red and white wall is holding firm. That's the halfway line. 5 minutes remaining in this first half. This cup final. Dummy half. Mitch Rogers scored a try on day 2. Celine, they go to the left-hand side. Catch and pass stuff from O'Regan. Here he goes now as Adams. Adams is still going, not held. Gets the offload. Still keeping it alive here at Padua.
I think that's their best attacking option, JD. They've had a lot of success down the left.
Go wide, go wide. The referee says go back. They lose momentum to Padua.
And they've gone left again.
Celine.
Oh.
It's going to be play on, but it's going
crunch.
to be crunched.
Just the bounce of bad pass got him and he got lined up and smashed.
Just watching Mitch Studley there.
Look, it's sat up and this is going to hurt.
There's my ribs.
Oh, bang. Narco has finished him off.
Just got to close
So
my
Shalom's defence held on then, but they looked at 6 and 7s down Shalom's right side, so Padua's left. They look really good in attack.
Comes Shalom. That's a good carry there from
Yates again, I think. He's such a strong runner, ball runner.
Big centre, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a very strong ball runner.
So is this centre, Aidan Rooney, but he's got a 10 on his back, playing out in the.
That was Ryan Smith, that was.
Was it Ryan Smith?
Yep. Slide. Oh, nearly busted him up the middle.
4 minutes remaining.
Here's Smith again, second hit up.
Schmidt running towards, and that's good defence. And probably one of the smallest players on the park in Mosbergen, and he got right around the ankles.
On the last.
Putting heat on the kicker and Powter.
Oh, wow.
Catch that if you can.
Yeah, good luck. Oh.
Goes backwards, still backwards. It's going to be picked up there by Linklater. Linklater ducks under one, but he doesn't get away from the shot there coming through is Patrick Curtis.
Padua have done well to retain the ball there, and they're going to have to work hard to get out of their own 20 here.
Mate, there's only one person who could have taken that catch, and he's standing to the right of me, I reckon.
Stop it.
Mate, solid.
If it's not a little red cricket ball, no. Oh, well, even I struggle then anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
And the interesting thing here at Mackay, although day 1 and 2 is blue skies, actually is white skies above here, so the Steedon's going to be lost in the clouds as well to a degree, especially when it's put up that high.
4 tackles just outside their 20.
Good defensive set. Last thing they need to do now, Shalom, is give away a penalty. Good pick up there in the end.
Good pick up.
A half volley.
This will be the last.
Dylan, now this is the last on the 30. Puts a kick through. Again, the wingers aren't back end over, and the chasers need to be good here. Tidies up back there.
It's not a bad chase. Padua's got a good chase. Oh, Powder slips over.
Well, it's led by the prop forward and Mitch Nay.
It's a good chase. Shalom forwards are walking back, so they're gassed. 2 minutes till half time.
And this is where they need Linklater, Bowl, Adams, Celine.
Yeah, the lean, younger, quick blokes.
Yep.
Around, especially around the ruck area. Yep. Padua can force a mistake here.
Totally. And they will get another set before half time.
Yeah, try and execute, turn the big Shalom forwards around.
And they're looking for the Orange Gator race. Stepping through now is Noah Law.
That's a fantastic. He's been wonderful this week. Really good ball playing lock forward for Shalom.
Fought the Law, but the Law won as they go to the left-hand side. Short ball, they were waiting for Tuatoma. But he still takes 3 Padua players almost to the 30. Last tackle, 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They go to the blind
Short
side.
Yeah.
It's the last tackle. It's going to be, has that been
played
at? Referee will say not on and change over.
Change over, not played at. Look, it was a good option. It was just unfortunate, poor execution. Just the Padua defenders there got in the way without playing at the ball. So Padua will have a set, about a minute to go, 60 seconds to try and dance their way down the other end of the field and put an attacking kick in, possibly before half time.
Bowl. It's one of those nimble plays, but he's underneath the man mountain there as Ryan Smith.
Do it again. Work, Junior.
Probably happy just try and work the clock down here.
Good quick play the ball.
They're only down by 4.
Good play the ball. And good yards through the middle because of it.
Johnson.
There's a penalty.
Oh, late in the tackle count, 35 seconds. They need a quick tap here. Mitch Rogers.
They'll get, I reckon, 3 or 4 plays here. It's going to have to be an attacking kick.
Mosbergen, you're spot on. There is the siren. It's probably a bit different on the clock there, so unfortunately the players saw that. Referee's going to go with the clock.
I was going to say, the clock's still got
on the
20
scoreboard.
Seconds.
Oh,
Mose! That could have been disastrous. Evans got a hand on that.
They probably would have thought, you should have gone with the Hooters,
yeah.
sir.
That will be half time.
That is half time here at BB Prince Stadium. Shalom College lead 10 points to 6. We've got hooters going off left, right and centre. I don't think that first hooter was actually the official one.
No.
Tries to Powder in the 2nd minute. Yates in the 14th minute, and one in the 9th minute to Lewis Brown has a scoreline of 10 points to 6. Myself, John Devine and Simon Gillies will take a break here, as will the players. We'll be back with the second half. This could go anywhere. Back soon.
For me, it's an opportunity to learn without restrictions.
It's the coach I need to always improve my game.
It's being a brother to another.
It's the chance to perform at my highest potential.
It's understanding the importance of our historical community.
So what can St Edmunds do for you?
We are
Men of faith.
men of learning.
Men of humility.
We are
Men of action.
we are
We are
we are
We are St Patrick's College, Shorncliffe.
We see you working hard, juggling, dreaming, climbing. We see your ambition, your dedication. We see you gaining confidence in our spaces and on our screens. Yeah, we see you doing more and going further. With CQ University Australia, it's time to be what you want to be.
.25 minutes remaining. We have a 4-point ball game. 10 points to 6 in favour of Shalom College. Simon Gillies joins me. Myself, John Devine here. This is the second last game here. This is the cup final. PADvSHAL, Shalom. How good, Simon? You ready?
Oh, look, I'm nervous. It's a cracking first half. There's only one try in it, and PADvSHAL, look, it was back and forth, wasn't it, really? It was just a couple of crucial mistakes and penalties. Oh, and speaking of which, PADvSHAL off the... Jeez, I put the kiss of death on that.
Peter Elmore just turned around and gave you the stank eye, mate.
Honestly, in the first half, that's what led to the tries. Both teams. It was just simple, silly mistakes, penalties, march upfield. Teams converted.
I've said this to Peter, and I'll say this to you. It's funny. I've seen some beautiful ball movement across the park here, and everybody's caught the footy. Yeah, we see they can't pick it up off the ground. From dummy half. It's just the patience and...
You were talking coach killers earlier. I think that's probably one. In that set off the kick-off, not getting up the field to put a complete set off a kick-off or off point scored or whatever, that's got to be a coach killer.
Yeah, I mean, if you get smashed with a big hit and you lose the footy, well, that's just because it's laws of physics, but
Correct.
when it comes to actually just picking up the footy,
Yeah.
it's just simple stuff. And an unforced error, as we call in tennis. So here we go. It's with
Well,
the Curry.
we'll see what Shalom can throw at attack at him.
Good
It's,
flat ball there
was
to
a good
Junior
flat.
Satara.
He runs a fairly good line, Junior, too. Looks like there's substitutions on. I think Dawson Hess has probably moved out into the halves. Oh, that was just a bit too easy.
It is easy. Very similar to the first
Tameli
try.
Narco split him out wide and just popped the path to the winger, Ethan Brennan, I think, and he scored in the corner.
Very, very similar to the first half, where Powder scored in the opposite corner here at BB Print.
That just looked like a bit of a training run, to be honest, then. I don't know. They just didn't have the numbers out wide then.
Just wrong-footed him. Let's
Yep.
see. Rain's just starting.
A little bit of drizzle.
Yeah. See a couple
It
of
was
umbrellas
predicted
going.
today too, wasn't it? Just it's got to last for about another 2 hours. Would be nice just to get the carnival over and done with, and then let the heavens open after that.
Well, after last year, mate, it's better than
Yes,
hope.
it's very true.
So-
Yeah, first complete carnival in 3 years.
Yeah.
Someone said the other day, do you realise, Gilsey, you're the last convener that's got through a whole week of a carnival? And that was in 2019.
Long time ago,
So
wasn't it?
Scotty McSherry's done a fantastic job with the footy here. It's been an awesome. I know. Speaking of experience, he'd have a wonderful amount of helpers across the board, but he's the face as the convener, and it's been a fantastic week. And Mackay have put on just a wonderful place. It's awesome to come to another rural venue in Queensland, and Mackay's been fantastic.
Well, he tells me there's 3 different associations here have come together. Of course, Mackay Colours have this part, and then there's the juniors have got another part.
Yeah,
so they've
right.
all come together, allowed all fields to be used for the one carnival.
Well, there's
which
footy
is-
fields everywhere. It looks like there's about 15 fields floating around, juniors and seniors, and conversion miss, sprayed to the left.
You and I both have done the Bulls Masters over at Yarra Park.
We
They've
have.
got 3 fields under the light. They've got
Yep.
a golf course around that as well, and they've got the netball over behind here.
Yeah, next door, isn't it? Just across the road. So, and I think that's added to it when the teams can walk, the footy boys can walk over and support the netball girls and vice versa. And it's just been great for that. It's such a close venue, and there's been plenty of parking, and it's been great. So this will be crucial for Shalom. They got early points, so they've got to get to a completed set here. Try and keep Padua possibly on the back foot early in the game. Smith with a big hit up off the kickoff.
14 points to 6, so yes, Padua do need to score next. Not necessarily straight away. They put a converted try on the ball, and again, Board will have another 2-point ball game.
It's just getting in the grind now. They've just got to, muscle up early in the second half. Look for trying to force a mistake, isn't it, from the Shalom boys? And another good charge from Smith through the middle, and a penalty offside. That'll help
Blatant
Shalom
tackle
march
count.
down the field again. Oh, quick tap. Another hit up from Smith.
Smith,
Racking up some
good
yards.
defence here from Padua.
It
His
is.
post-contact metres only 1 or 2 metres, but he's hit the ball with venom. I guess at 10 metres. Here's another one here coming from Cohen Searle.
Yep.
Rolls over the 40-metre line.
I'll tell you one thing that
Yes.
does make this week hard, JD, is with the rolling subs, they just turn on and off. Oh,
Smith
straight
Smith,
through him.
The big fella has the player inside.
Sold the dummy.
And scores
Over.
the try.
Oh, you're serious? Oh, we'll never hear the end of that one, I'm
Oh,
sure.
he would have run on 90 metres by tonight. Jack Schmidt comes up with a try, back-to-back tries here to Shalom College. He had a player outside. He did the Maori sidestep and took it on, and he takes it across the chalk.
So that's come from Hess. Nice depth. Evans, inside ball to Smith.
Flat-footed to a degree.
Oh, and it just opened up. Opened up for him. He's a big, powerful runner too, Smith, and he's looking, and the fullback, he sucked him in hook, line and sinker.
Celine
It was-
came at him.
I tell you, I nearly did a good job to hold him then, but he is a powerful boy, and he's got over the line.
In the words of the great Ray Warren, stop him or he'll run out of the stadium. That's what was going to happen there. That was a good carry, but he was flat-footed when he got the footy. He stepped off the left and away he went the juggernaut. And Jack Schmidt comes up with a try in the 30th minute.
Narco misses.
Wow.
They've changed kickers. They're having a bit of trouble with their goal kicking.
18-6. That's an important kick.
Could have got him out by 14.
Yep.
There's only 2 converted tries now.
Well, that converted try needs to come pretty soon for Padua College. Less than 20 minutes to go here.
I think that could be the worrying factor early in the second half, JD. That inside ball to a front row and opened up through the middle of the ruck there. That the teams, you've really got to. You don't want teams punching you through. If they beat you out wide by good play and good set moves, but when they're punching you through the middle, that's right. It's a concern. And that comes to fatigue after the week and all sorts of things. You mentioned earlier a couple of the PADvSHAL boys who are really good on their feet will probably be looking to do the same thing. The Shalom forwards through the middle as well, in the back half of this game. Tatoma hit up. It was a great tackle. Good legs tackle. Stopped him.
Exactly. It was a gut
Curtis away, dummy half.
That tackle was Will Adams. Yeah, they need to do more of that, but full of running here. Inside ball. Get out of my way. This is Noah Law. Noah Law will put his head over the try line. He'll get up and play it eventually. Rain seems to have disappeared.
Hess.
Not enough
Searle.
For the ball to become Great
ball.
Gets an offload there and has to do the tackle coming over the top as Neville.
That's Yates. Look at the post-contact meters there, too. He was talking about that earlier.
Now last tackle. 28 metres out. Hess puts it in the air.
No one wants
Knocked
a piece
back.
of it.
That's going to be knocked on, and that'll be a changeover. The first knock on coming from
Shalom.
Shalom
Tamale
College.
Narco knocked that one on. No one really wanted to get their hands on that, did they?
No. Why would you play in the back three?
Yeah.
It's just...
What kickers can do these days is just float them, spin
rude.
them. Yeah, it is. It makes things very difficult. PADvSHAL need to really work hard here to get out of their half. They need their outside backs to step up, and that's a great run. He's away.
Still
Is
going.
it the nine? Is it might be the hook?
No, it wasn't 9. I think it was Hatton Rogers. He scored a try, and he had presence of mind not to look for defenders, for support players. Took the tackle. Harney.
It's good yards. 3 tackles. They're up over halfway.
No way through there.
No. They've got to look at least a couple of passes, I think, once they punch them.
Well, go out to the right-hand side. Puts a kick
Early
early.
kick again.
Neville. Chases coming through Neville's
Moncton.
kick chase.
So they've changed.
Look out, here we go. Change the paces. Moncton, and Moncton will almost get away. He's going to be...
Oh, he flirted with the sideline, and it's going to cost him.
You don't want to mess with that side.
No, it's going to cost him. So they've changed fullbacks. So Moncton's gone into fullback. He's good step to get around 1, then 2, but he's dancing, tippy-toeing down the sideline, and he's been bundled over. So PADvSHAL's ball on the 30. A chance to hit back here.
18-6, 17 minutes remaining. Now, Noah Harney's wearing the number 6, but I can tell you now, he's playing as a back rower because he's a big unit.
He is a big unit. He's a big number 6 if he's playing
Celine,
6. Great work.
Oh, he just
collared him.
by the jersey there from Junior Tatoma. Grubby runner here there from Mitch Rogers, and Rogers will be 5 metres short.
That's try.
Oh, wow, just wrong-footed the defence there. They come up with a 4-pointer and an important one, maybe 6 here for PADvSHAL. It's 18-10.
And that was all in the back of, I think, good runs out of their half early on in the set.
Yeah,
and
from
then,
Mitch Rogers, the 9.
Yeah, it was. And then the Shalom, the error from Moncton down the sideline. And PADvSHAL was cashed in on that. And a great little scooting from dummy half, and it opened up to possibly make it a 1-try game.
And I'll admit it, I was going to say, don't keep going for that pick and drive. Just go wide, and you're not going to get through there. And thankfully they didn't listen to me. Not that anybody does.
Certainly opened up for him. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, played eyes up footy.
Very important kick. This will take it back to a converted try. Oh, easy money. Great kick from the young fullback.
18-12.
Joshua Laker. 18-12. Back in it. No dramas at all. 15 minutes to go.
So look at the replay here for Stradies once more. And
I think it was Picaro. He went one way and he's gone out, and thank you very much, come in, and that was just too easy. And he knew it. Head was down straight away. He knew he got done wrong-footed.
Brock Dillon. Great grandfather. Matt Dillon. Good with the gun.
Very good.
Short kick off.
That's sitting up very high.
Powell.
Oh, that was just too easy.
Powell succumbs to the tackle just to stay in the field of play. He's now with Will Adams.
I don't know. They're thinking about, they're 6 in front. And a short kick off, or you try and pin them deep, surely.
Wants to go back and play them.
They've given
on the
PADvSHAL
mark.
a 40-metre head start, but that could be a good tactic. I don't know.
Maybe he's getting that man Harney. Number 6 draws 3 defenders, the big fella.
So it looks like Shalom's got a few substitutions. 21, Dylan O'Mara's on the paddock. Number 20, Ezekiel Bullard, looks like he might be on the paddock for the first time in the game as well. So
Regan gets monstered. Still across the halfway line here of Padua. Still 14 minutes to go here.
another early kick.
It is kicking early into the corner here. I'm going to see
Good positional
Chase
play from
come there.
Moncton. He's come away from the sideline this time, well and truly.
I'm sure what the outside men knew about that kick here, but Shalom have got a fair bit of field possession here, and that's, you can see his head snap back there on the tackle of Noah Harney.
Crunched young Connor Yates. And this is Narco. The outside backs are working hard.
Well, it's not very often you'll see number 4 with more dirt on him than the forwards. And Narco certainly had a big carnival. I don't know how many jerseys you guys have, probably only the one, do you?
Yeah, one set. Yeah, only the one set of jerseys.
Ballard was...
Unfortunately, they're white, so always hard to wash.
Here's a good run there from Noah Law. Last tackle now here for...
Attacking kick, gone to the wrong player. Oh, wow.
Shalom. It's the last tackle. It's still the last tackle. Knocks on. Changeover will be on the 42-metre line. So this could be a game changer here, Simon Gillies.
Went to the wrong player there. Straight went to Bullard, the substitute front rower. And it was the last, and couldn't hit his target.
Should have backed his kicking game there. Should have the big number 20.
Young Evans. So Shalom are going to have to work hard in defence here after that mistake. It's given Padua a sniff. So hopefully, put an attacking play on it towards the end of this set.
13 minutes remaining, a short pass. Bullard, the tackler.
2 tackles over halfway.
Ezekiel Bullard, what a great name. Sounds like a villain. As you see Mitch Rogers get across the 40.
And the penalty.
Now, just take the tap. I doubt they'll kick for touch. And I was going to say, if you're going to kick for touch, don't kick for that one, for the grandstand side.
Oh, wow. Get on it. Jesus, that is very low. The actual winger had his back turned. He wasn't even in position.
Harry O'Brien
Shalom
and
winger.
Chris Humphreys almost had kittens.
Oh, my goodness me.
Coach is on the sideline,
That
but
would have
anyway.
been a good 5th tackle grubber.
Adams.
Good hit and spin, yeah. Beat one, beat Narco, but he came back.
Narco came back, I think, yep.
This would be a crucial attacking set here.
18 points to 12. Deja vu, Celine. They've got numbers. Sweeping play here. Padua for the corner.
Oh.
Instead, for the sideline goes the footy. Probably needed to hang on to the footy in the end there. Joshua Neville.
They had the
3 tackles
numbers.
to go.
Well, they had the numbers as well. I'm not sure why they kept. There's a lot of crossfield running. They need a straight runner, didn't they, to come through?
Frustrating, but they need to defend now. Padua 18-12, 11.5 to go.
I think he's lost that. He has lost that in the play of the ball. Wow.
Tell you who feels pretty happy about that. That would be Joshua Neville.
Yes.
Number 18, who lost the pill over the far side.
Yates lost that, putting it down for the play of the ball. So Shalom are going to have to do another defensive set. Padua have got a very good opportunity to put an attacking set together, something a bit different here, and see off the scrum base. I really like to see who's the 21. You said him before. He's that Solene. He's very light in his feet. I think he's going to bust him at some stage.
The lock will pick this up. Celine will go for
a bit of a push from Shalom.
Where's the footy? That's been knocked on. That'll
Smith
still be with Padua. The referee's going backwards, forwards. He's going to attack the scrum again.
What's happened then?
Well, we've got the benefit of height here. It was going to be
Shalom penalty. What was that penalty for?
Let's go!
I'd love to know the explanation for that one. So the push,
all I can put
the push came from Shalom. It looks like the lock forward has dived on the ball after.
I think Schmidt knocked it on.
Yeah, I don't. That's just an absolute. It looks like a pig's breakfast, doesn't it? That did.
Anyway.
Smith hit up. Shalom's got out of a bit of trouble there.
Yeah, after an error from both sides. So we play on. Now we're into the final 10 minutes here of this crackerjack game. 18 points to 12. Shalom over Padua College. Can Shalom defend this lead? Is there a field goal at the back end of this? I've called. We had one field goal.
We've had one. I was going to say we haven't seen one yet, have we? But
they too, and I was saying, have we ever seen one? And Peter Elmore and Michael Crux couldn't recall, but they end up losing. There you go, forward pass.
Just go
they were leading 5-4, but the opposition scored a late try. They ended up losing 8 points to 5, but they did have a field goal. And in the space of 2 minutes,
get the forward
it's taken away from them.
Shalom hasn't been out of their half yet with the ball. They've made mistakes every set so far, and I know Coach Neil Feather will not be impressed.
10-6 was the halftime score to Shalom College. This scrum for Padua.
I think the referee's laying down a bit of law after that last scrum.
Well,
right
I think
now.
Padua need to actually, believe it or not, actually lock the second rowers and get that ball in, because there's going to be a shove coming from Shalom. These are rugby league referees. Remember, they're not going to be able to penalise for pushing in the scrum or not binding properly, which is something that annoys me.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Clock's winding down here. Padua need to get this sorted. I'm not saying they're at fault, but they just need to be more urgent about getting the ball.
He's certainly talking to everyone, I think, isn't he, in those scrums? Yeah, the halfback's not sure whether he can feed the ball or not.
Comes off the back. Finally, we get some ball in motion. It's with
Well, that's
Johnson.
high shot. Yeah, Tanako's just got him a bit too high there. Nothing malicious, just careless, a little bit careless.
That's fatigue. Now, see if he finds
Oh, I
touch.
don't think he
Linklater.
has again. Two in a row.
I'll tell you what, O'Brien and Humphreys will be absolutely livid. Oh, there's a shot coming through from Johnston. Doesn't dislodge the footy. They're trying everything they can to give the ball over to the opposition of Padua. Crucial moment, Simon Gillies.
I can't see anything fancy from Shalom after the last few sets on this set. It'll just be bang, bang, bang and get to a kick.
I'll tell you what, you
That'll
won't
be the
find anything
instructions.
fancy if they get another penalty. Padua will
Well,
be certainly a tap.
Yeah, well,
Kick
that's
the touch
true
again.
too. Shalom up over halfway now. I think there's 2 plays left in the set.
It's a
They're
halfway
looking to
line.
kick. Looking to kick.
Loses the footy.
Spoken too soon. Stop it.
You should know that.
Oh,
Those
I
first,
know.
mate. You've been with me enough times.
That's
to know it's-
terrible. Here's the kick again. Look, he didn't even get close. He's 5 metres in from the sideline.
There is a-
Toft has taken that easily.
There's a stiff breeze. By the way,
He's kicked the
bad
wrong
much.
way, but hasn't he?
He should have kicked it all.
Yeah, it's kicked
Anyway.
it straight into the breeze. Actually, we've seen that in a few games so far. One of them, Iggy Park, I think, Boy did it yesterday. He just tried to kick it in the breeze, and it was a good, what looked like a great kick off the boot. Just got held up in the breeze and came back.
Final scrum set
Oh,
pretty
he's knocked
quickly.
that on. He has knocked it on. Oh,
Pushing
goodness
the
me,
scrum.
Padua. Wow, this really turned into a bit of a comedy of errors in the second half. I think whoever controls the ball might get away with this in the last 7 minutes.
They need to do something in the front row here. So it's a knock on. Do Padua give a push?
Well,
Exact some revenge
I
on losing the scrum.
Another young hooker from Padua is Mitch Rogers. He's having a conversation with the referee because I don't think he touched the ball. The ref was right there, so
In and out. Where's the push
they're
here
low
from Padua?
now. Padua are low now, I can tell you.
Rugby unions
Yeah.
come to confraternity.
Yates,
Here's Yates gets the offload.
Toft. Oh, out.
And-
Oh,
Have we had a completed set in the
No.
last 10 minutes, Simon
not
Gillies?
at all. Nothing. Zero. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of nerves out there. Yates.
He didn't need to force the pass.
It was the first tackle.
It was. Didn't need. Yates could have taken the tackle and set the play up.
Joshua Linklater. Cover defence, puts the player into touch. Dylan, the try scorer, number 40. 6 minutes remaining. Go
Oh, there's
to
a
extra
bobble
time
there too.
if they score. How important is conversion if Padua score? Very. Nobody wants the footy. There's nerves out there. You can feel it in the crowd. They're pretty harsh.
Is it nerves or fatigue? Oh, and a lost ball. I didn't even see what happened there.
Well,
Smith, urgency of Smith to get on that was excellent, but that's another incompleted set, Jade, as you mentioned. I just don't know. It's going to be who can get to their fifth tackle.
I'm pretty sure if Shalom score, it'll be all over. That's probably being captain obvious, but we've got to get there first. Padua need to hang on.
5 minutes on the clock. Hess barking instructions to Tomo out wide. Good run. He's taken a few with him.
See the forwards from Padua slowly get
Law,
back on side here.
Short ball and
It wasn't
drop.
supposed to go to him. I don't think it's going to be picked up in the end there by Aidan Rooney, and Rooney will straight the play and lose the ball. In
That's
that
a
tackle.
penalty.
Should be no advantage, and it
No.
will be a
Penalty. 2 in the tackle.
they'll play it now. And
Now, this will be interesting, centre field, whether he goes for a kick for the sideline. He is, by the looks of him.
I don't want to watch this.
Oh, I'm not sure either. Where's the winger? Hasn't dropped, but Shalom winger hasn't dropped. The fullback's back.
Just take the tap.
Surely.
Because the meters, seriously, the kick, they'll probably gain 10.
Well, because of the angle, they're going to have to kick it to get out of touch. They're not going to gain a lot, are they?
No. Play comes
He's
to the
adamant he's
sideline.
going to kick it.
going to put a bit more juice on that one, and he does.
I'm still. Oh,
That's
wow,
a really
it
good kick.
started to come back, didn't it? He's done well.
That's a really good kick. What do I know, Josh or Linklater? You know your kicking game.
Yep.
That's a great nudge.
It's a good touch finder. He's found 40 metres there easily. Padua's, this is their chance. 4 minutes on the clock. Inside the 40 on the first tackle.
Penalty.
Lifting.
Well, he's close to the sideline. You'd have to think about kicking the sideline once again. Linklater's not going to do it. They're going to use Mitch Rogers, and Rogers will find touch.
10 out.
Yeah, out.
What a crucial set.
Screamer of finish. What have Padua got? They've tried everything they can to actually give the ball back to Shalom.
They've got numbers here.
Celine.
Oh, good tackle. They had numbers too, just had to go through sets of hands.
Powell. Celine dart from dummy half here.
The winger.
Comes back in the field of play. The defence here coming from Shalom is strong enough. Oliver Corey was on his way to the try line.
It was a good run back on the angle.
Driving forward, the lock. Back lock is Brock Powell. Long ball, they think about trying to get through, and he scores a try. Is he there? The referee says yes. Try's been awarded, and it goes to Oliver Corey. He had a dart a minute ago. This time he's successful, but geez, he hasn't done his kicker any favours.
No, and it could be crucial. It was a great ball from, I think it was young Rogers at hooker again, was it?
Yeah.
It was a fantastic ball. Saw the gap. The winger's done. He's still a lot of work to do.
Well, actually, the tackle's coming over the top. Actually, probably pushed him over the just over the chalk by
he had to go.
2 inches.
He had the outside line open, but stepped back inside. Wrong-footed the winger. Cover defence was coming hard, but he's done very, very well. Hasn't mucked around with his kick. I'll stop it. Oh wow, that was a great attempt. That looked for $1 million. It was through. 18-16, 2 minutes on the clock. They've basically probably got one set. They've got one set. You would think there's probably 2 sets left in the game. They've got to. They're going to have to throw the ball around a bit, Padua. I bet you Shalom don't go for a short kick-off here.
No, this will be as deep as you can get it into the breeze. 18 points to 6. 2 minutes remaining on the. Well, it's on the scoreboard clock. I'm not sure about the clock up here. I'm assuming they're similar.
Here we go. Oh. Ball fell off.
Wait,
Suspense killer.
He couldn't do it.
Ball fell off the kicking
couldn't
tee.
ask for any better.
Anti-climax. And he's gone long.
Celine's underneath this one. Coming from the back fence. Good carry there from Oliver Curry, the try scorer.
Any penalties are crucial at this stage of the game.
90 seconds remaining on the clock here. Cup final. Padua, that's tackle number 2. Shalom College defending a 2-point lead. That's the third tackle. They get to the 35-metre mark. 65 to go.
40-20. So I just heard the crowd yelling out. Could be on the could have been on the cards.
Go to the right-hand side. A couple of pushes and shove there with O'Regan, and O'Regan will come close to the try line.
I don't think
penalty.
Oh, wow. 1 minute less than that, 45 seconds. Quick tap. No, he's going to kick for touch. They're wasting time.
They're saying take the 2. Well, that's 50 metres out. I don't think you're going to take the 2 from there.
Attacking kick here. They'll get a couple of tackles.
Hold on tight, folks. 40 seconds to go here. 2-point ball game. Padua, Celine. They've got numbers to the left. Celine tries to go through the shoulders of a couple of defenders from Shalom. 20 metres out from the line. 20 seconds to go. To the right-hand side, the prop forward goes running, Aidan Rooney, and Rooney's going for a bit of a waltz. He gets across the 10-metre line here. The clock started to tick. The crowd's on his feet. Unbelievable stuff here at BB Princeton. Kicks it the in-goal area. Too deep. Shalom will go to win it. Shalom will take the win.
No one was home then. It was a great idea. Rogers, he's had a fantastic game for Padua.
Nobody knew about that. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 20-metre
7
restart.
tackles set.
Full time, Shalom College will get the silverware.
Wow. What a finish.
18 points to 16. A conversion that just missed by centimetres. Would have squared it up, but it wasn't to be. And Shalom College, congratulations, Simon Gillich to your college, taking some silverware home. Thank you for coming upstairs here, mate. I'm going to let you go because we're going to get ready for the final.
No worries.
Well done. Safe travels.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks,
Good
JD.
to see you again, mate.
Might see you at the cricket later in the year.
We'll see you in Cairns, mate. All the best, and thank you very much. Full time here. Shalom College win at 18-16 over Padua College. Back with the Shield final very soon.